I chose to do it with OLP is because it's got a really good reputation in the area in which we work, and I'd had dealings with staff doing NPQML and NPQSL with really positive feedback.
I signed up for the NPQEL because it was 10 years since I'd previously undertaken a qualification when I'd done my NPQH, and I felt it was time for something else. I'd considered embarking on a doctorate, but I felt that this might be a good next step.
I think I've really enjoyed almost going back to university and having the chance to read and research and have to kind of write again. I think it's always really good as an educator to be a student, and sometimes we forget what the experience is like, and I found that really enlightening to kind of go back to be a student again and go through that whole process of having to meet deadlines, about, you know, assessment deadlines. I'm normally giving those out, so it's been quite nice to be on the other end of the relationship.
I think one of the real positives is being a chance to look at research and have that headspace and that time to look at educational research. And we've looked a lot at implementation around how to do one or two things really diligently and really well, rather than trying to scattergun and approach lots and lots of different things.
And I think today we've been talking about funding and risk, and I think that's a key challenge to most education institutions. And it's not something you learn in your PGCE or your normal CPD programme. So I think it's been really useful to get the breadth of what a leader in the 21st century is really like in a public sector organisation.
We're a real support network for each other, but real critical friends for each other. We feel really comfortable now when one of us is sharing something to offer new perspectives and new ideas and question.
One of the highlights is working with the 3 other people in my group, visiting their schools, undertaking a review of maths, the teaching, the quality of learning, children's progress in maths. That has been a true highlight.
And I think what the course has helped is show a variety of approaches, different organisational structures, different maths structures, and that's been quite useful to kind of look at and maybe pick, and we just discussed this in our reflection session previously, where we might feel most at home. And that may be maybe a 10 school. You know, many people have felt that's as big as you want it to be, and the course has helped to reflect on that.
I bring more of a knowledge of business to the table now as well. So when we've sat at trustees boards talking about kind of the structure of the organisation, I've been able to bring models from business that I've learnt about through the programme that's offered just that diversity and perspective that perhaps certainly I wouldn't have been able to offer before.
It's benefited my own professional development. There are ideas that I glean from the schools which we've introduced immediately to my school, and other ideas that I'm thinking of introducing, plus the report which the other heads wrote about the maths in my school has fed into my self-evaluation report. So it's been a really valuable experience.